Essie Lee now in big trouble here, and now look at Angela trying to perform twin magic, but look at Maxine Dupree, look at this! And Maxine Dupree grabs Angela with a German suplex and takes her out. Maxine Dupree taking out Angela, stopping Angela from interfering, and now top rope, and now Daphne top rope, Thunder Flash! To Essie! Daphne Shaw wins! Here is your winner, the Hammer of Justice, Daphne Shaw. And Daphne Shaw wins the pre-show match, and Hermione Lee does not look too happy. I think Hermione Lee is starting to look very nervous, as Daphne Shaw wants the NXT Women's North American Championship. You know, if I'm Hermione, I'd be praying right now. Big win there. A big win there for Daphne as she steps one step closer. As she moves one step closer to getting a shot at the NXT Women's North American Championship. Hello, Sean. Now that was a glorious win by Daphne Shaw. You know, Daphne is so criminally underrated. I think, you know, despite her accolades, despite her many triumphs and her many titles, she's very underrated. She was the final NXT All-Star. She was the final NXT All-Star Women's Champion, and then she became and then that title transitioned into the NXT Women's North American Championship. I think she's incredibly underrated, and I think she deserves another run as champion. You know, I agree with you, Bob. You know, Bobby, I absolutely agree with you. Daphne has had it rough over these last several months. You know, her grandfather passing away, changing up her look. You gotta remember, and also Daphne changed up her look. She always had short hair, but the moment her grandfather passed away, she changed herself. And she's now a whole new person. You know, you gotta remember, Daphne came to WWE as a referee. It was not too long ago that Daphne came to this company as a referee. Yeah, and that's the problem. Everyone, look, she is a great athlete, don't get me wrong. But people, still to this day, just look at her as nothing more than a referee. Hermione Lee, you know, Hermione Lee is going to find a way to remain champion, even if it's against Daphne or anybody else. You know, yeah, Essie and Angela have been letting Hermione down, but there's nothing that Hermione is going to do than to remain champion. You know, Sam, I can agree with you to an extent. Hermione is very good. She's definitely the better wrestler out of the three sisters. But you can just see the look in Hermione's eyes. She is scared. She is afraid of Daphne. She does not want to get in the ring with her. What if she's just playing mind games, Bob? You were very well known for playing mind games during your days as NXT champion. That is all Hermione is doing. She's playing mind games. She's making Daphne think she's got her right where she wants her. But I know Hermione is just playing games, and she will one up Daphne at some point. Well, regardless of the situation, Daphne has made it clear she wants a shot at the NXT Women's North American title. Knowing our very biased boss, Kelly, she's more than likely not going to get it. She's more than likely not going to get one. But it's time to transition over now as we get ready to wrap up the pre-show. I'm Summer Rae. This has been the glorious Bobby Roode. Big E and Sam Roberts will all be signing off as we get ready for a deadline as we draw closer and closer to the end of Season 12. Be sure to tune in to the end of the year awards that'll be coming up very, very soon. Thank you all for watching, and let's head down to the arena. Yes, hello everybody. Thank you very much, Summer Rae, and hello everybody, and welcome to NXT Deadline. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Gail Kim, and look who is joining us tonight as our third commentator. We don't usually have a third commentator, but you know, his job as an interviewer has been put on hold for the time being. Byron Saxton, hey, how's it going? Nice to welcome you back to commentary. At least who we thought was gonna win didn't win. We thought it would be Raquel. Yeah, but I would rather Oscar. I still would have rather Oscar because it made sense after the AJ segment last week. I just feel Triple H is just is only having AJ and Bayley wrestle just so then he can tick it off his list of matches, and just so they can have a 15-minute banger just to get the crowd going. This is awesome. And then after the match, they're going to shake hands and hug, mutual respect kind of thing. That's all Triple H wants nowadays, is everyone just shaking hands and hugging it out, being friendly. What I would do in this situation, and I know Triple H ain't going to do it because he's not smart enough to do that. What I would do in this case is have Lyra turn heel. I would pull a Lyra Valkyria heel turn here by having her get jealous that Bayley got a title shot and not her. That's what I would do, but we all know Triple H doesn't do the things that make sense. So Byron, welcome back to commentary. Nice to be out here to call commentary again. I'm putting my backstage interviewing duties on hold for the time being, as I want to call the action with you guys. Just try not to be biased out here, Byron. Feeling is mutual to you as well, Gail. Well, we're gonna get ready for our first match tonight, the Men's Iron Survivor. Who will be next in line to meet Javon Evans for the NXT Championship? We're about to find out in our opening contest. This following contest is the Iron Survivor Challenge. Now, the rules in this match are as followed. You got to score the most pinfalls and submission within the 25-minute time limit. And whoever has the most pinfalls or submission by the time the timer expires will be declared the winner. And we can't put people in shark cages because there's no such thing. I come from the land down under. Well, here comes a man who has been having it rough over the last several weeks. Or over the last several days, I guess I should say. Introducing first, Norman Burgoyne. Yeah, as you can see, he is no longer the Evolve champion for those who just missed it. This past Tuesday on NXT, Norman Burgoyne lost his Evolve championship to Chandler Stax Lorenzo in a ladder match. Yeah, and Stax has now formed a new dangerous family. Yeah, and Norman doesn't know, and we saw Norman on the pre-show earlier talking about how he's going to do whatever it takes to win this match. And that's the kind of attitude you need in a match like this. You got to do whatever it takes to win. And introducing next, representing Mutiny, Kevin Owens. You know, I cannot stand this Mutiny group. I can't stand this Mutiny group and what they have become. Hey Byron, Byron, look, I know you're back on commentary, but you gotta watch yourself out here. Kelly can overhear you and what you're saying. So you got to be careful when it comes to Mutiny. Oh, I am very well aware of being careful of Mutiny. I've been bullied by that man and many other members of Mutiny trying to do my interviewing job. Well, then don't ask them stupid questions, Byron. And here comes a man who has been fighting the good fight against Mutiny. And introducing next, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Sami Zayn. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Sami Zayn, ever since he came to NXT, Gail, Byron, ever since he came to NXT, he has been in an uphill battle, not only against Mutiny, but also with his family. He's been fighting for his family, for their protection, because Kelly had made his life miserable ever since he came. Yeah, forcing to take money out of his bank account and trying to force his family to live on the streets. Sami has been trying his hardest to overcome these obstacles. And maybe winning Iron Survivor and becoming NXT champion could be the thing that he needs to get himself back on track, because he talked about how much he needs to win. Das, tu, fa, tu, do 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 ah, do 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 do, wah wah, do 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 do, wah wah. And introducing next, Jacob Fatu. A man who is unpredictable. Pulled the trigger on what? And there he is. Finn is now a babyface. Yep, we can now, and now it's an official babyface turn. Unlike that babyface turn where he asked for a title shot in Ireland. That was stupid. Here comes a man who I think should win the Rising Star of the Year award. This young man has been impressive. And introducing next, representing Mutiny, Caleb Peterson. You know, Gail, I don't often agree with you, but you're definitely right. This young man, Caleb Peterson, has been super impressive this season in his rookie year winning the NXT North American Championship. Yeah, but he had to backstab his longtime friendship with Randall Gibbs just to get there. You know what, Byron? Sometimes, Byron, you know damn well, sometimes you gotta do things. Sometimes things in life, you gotta do things. And Caleb did the right thing, turning his back on his loser of a friend Randall, and it's been nothing but beneficial to his career. Well, here we go, and the Iron Survivor is now underway. 25 minutes on the clock, and Caleb was looking to end this. And Caleb was looking to get a quick point. Oh, look out. And now Fatu, Randall, oh man. Oh, wait a minute, look at Randall here trying to get a quick point. Fatu would hit a devastating. And now Sami Zayn with a haluva kick. And Sami Zayn with a haluva kick looking to try and score a quick point here. Well, he hit us. Just need that Johnny Gargano face turn. Not gonna happen. What happened with Johnny Gargano was not a face turn. Oh! Remember, 25 minutes. Remember, this match is held under 25 minutes. Pinfalls and submissions. Whoever scores the most within the allotted time is ultimately the winner of the match. And started by Owens! And Sami Zayn breaking it up. Sami Zayn breaking up the fall. And now Caleb looking to go after the Samoan Werewolf. Well, it looked like they were going after each other. And Sami Zayn slams down. Oh, look out. And now Norman has Caleb all alone in the ring. All these other guys fighting on the outside. Oh, and there's the holy crikey. And Fatu now. And Fatu quickly breaking it up. It's gonna take a lot to score a fall here. Yeah, all these guys are obviously going to be trying their best to stop everyone from scoring falls. And now Jacob Fatu looking to score a fall here, but nope. Brainbuster. With everybody breaking up pinfalls and submissions, who knows how long it'll take before someone scores a point. And look at this now, Sami Zayn looking to get one here, but Fatu quickly getting the shoulders up. And now Norman trying to get a fall, but another break up there. And a big clothesline. And now Norman, oh look at this. And Caleb now going after Norman on the outside. These back and now Fatu. And now Fatu hammering away on Norman on the outside. Remember, Norman has admitted that he will do whatever he can. Oh, and there's a stunner by Owens. And Jacob Fatu just immediately comes in to break it up. It's almost like Fatu knew exactly. My question is, what will happen if the timer runs out and we have no scores? Well, that would be that would be a very interesting scenario, I'll tell you that. Oh, and Caleb with a big boot. And now look at Caleb looking to score the first fall. Oh, and Sami breaks it up. Big haluva kick by Sami. Big haluva kick by Sami. On Norman. And Sami Zayn! Sami gets the first point. Well, you don't have to worry about your question, Byron. Oh, yeah. Sami Zayn scoring the first point. Caleb and Kevin now going at it. Two Mutiny members. The two Mutiny members seem to be fighting each other. Well, it is every man for themselves. Well, it's every man for themselves. Just because they may be a part of the same group doesn't mean they have to work together. What kind of nonsense is that, Byron? Of course they should be working together. If they can eliminate they should be trying to eliminate the competition. That's what they should be doing. They should be trying to eliminate the competition. And now Norman comes in, trying to roll up Caleb. But a kick out at one. I think it's great to see the Mutiny members fighting each other. It will just mean that now that we can be safe to assume this will be a fair match. Well, Sami Zayn has scored the first point in this matchup. If Sami Zayn could very well be the only man to score a point in this match. Yeah, if Sami Zayn is the only man to score a fall here, then that means Sami Zayn will win and be declared the winner of Iron Survivor. And now Kevin Owens. And now Kevin Owens going up, and look at this now, going after Fatu. Kevin Owens looking to score a fall on Fatu, but Fatu manages to hold on. Trying to score a fall on Fatu. Well, scoring a fall on Fatu ain't going to be easy. Oh. And now Fatu, look at Fatu now from behind. Fatu was looking to roll up Owens, and now Norman, what has he got planned here? Oh, man! Alabama Slam. Oh, man, that's got to hurt. Alabama Slam off the... Oh, and Fatu! And Fatu now has an opportunity. And now Fatu moonsault. Fatu with the moonsault to score a fall. Oh, and Owens. And Owens kicks out. Kevin Owens had to... And Fatu! Fatu was looking for a spear. Fatu almost scored a fall there. He almost scored a fall there. Oh, wait a minute. Now Norman from behind. Oh, man, that was not a smart move by Norman. Well, I think it was smart. I think he was trying to take advantage of the weakened state of Kevin Owens. I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he's trying to take advantage of the weakened state of Kevin Owens, considering Kevin Owens has had the hell beat out of him. Oh, and Sami Zayn with a blue thunder bomb. Sami Zayn would deliver the blue thunder bomb, but now Fatu. Oh, Sami was looking for the haluva kick. Oh, but Sami Zayn staying on top of his opponent. Sami Zayn preventing Norman from gaining any kind of advantage there. And now Fatu. Oh boy, and now Fatu now. And oh my God, a vicious Samoan drop. And now Fatu with a vicious Samoan drop. And Norman, we're down to 16 minutes here. We're down to 16 minutes, and only one fall has been scored within that allotted time. And now Norman from behind with a roll up on Owens. Oh, Fatu just stopped it. And now, now Norman. Oh wait, look out! Oh, look out! Kevin Owens now rolls up Fatu, and Caleb stops it. Caleb stopped him. What the hell are you doing, man? Wow, what a win the match! Look at what the hell are you doing? We're supposed to be working together. I want to win this too, you know. Oh, look at this, Caleb. Look at this. Kevin Owens is not happy with Caleb. Oh, and a pop-up powerbomb, and a pop-up powerbomb to his teammate. And Kevin Owens scores a fall. Kevin Owens just scored a fall on his own teammate. Well, Kevin Owens did not appreciate Caleb stopping him from scoring a point. He did not appreciate that one little bit. See, now that's what I like to see. Dissension. That's what I like to see. Dissension among the ranks within Mutiny. Oh, and now, look at this. And now Norman Burgoyne now sees his chance. If it's a... Kevin Owens hesitating. This literally shows you that Kevin Owens does not care even if you are allies. And Jacob Fatu scores a point. And Jacob Fatu now scores a point. And now the crazy wild Samoan scores a point. And now Norman now desperately trying to score a point. Oh, so close. Oh, and a big super kick by Fatu. And Kevin Owens stunner. And Kevin Owens with a stunner on Fatu. Oh, Owens almost thought he had it. Oh man, if that was a fall, then you know what that would have meant. Absolutely, that would have meant Kevin Owens would have led. I was stuck. I couldn't move. I'm glad Kevin Owens grabbed me because I was stuck. I couldn't move. No joke, I could not move. So I'm actually thankful he grabbed me. Oh, and Fatu. And Fatu now with a DDT. Fatu to score a point and lead the Iron Survivor, but nope, does not happen. Norman is in desperate need of a point. And Norman is in a desperate need of a point. He's the only one falling behind. But remember, we've had a three-way tie before in the Iron Survivor last season. We had a three-way tie last season with the women. Oh, and Kevin Owens not allowing Sami Zayn to score a point. Well, remember, Caleb still hasn't scored a point yet, so Norman's not alone here. Well, you're definitely right about that. And now Caleb with the spinning clothesline. And now look at Norman now from behind trying to roll up. Caleb. And now look out. And there's the holy crikey by Norman. Oh, Fatu kicks out again. So close there. Norman is so desperate for a point. He is trying to roll up literally anyone. Well, as he said, he will do whatever it takes to win. I noticed you used a dive ball to catch a Finion in that ball. That helps catch water types Pokemon. Yes, that helps with water types. And so do netballs. They also help. The desperation is starting to show here. And now Norman from behind again, trying to roll up Caleb. To score a point. And so close again. And Norman, you can see the frustration on Norman starting to show. Yeah, you can see he's starting to get frustrated that he just cannot score a fall. He just cannot score a point. That's the desperation of Norman Burgoyne. Norman is so desperate just to get something. He just wants to get a win. And now trying to take the cover on Caleb again, but Caleb again holds on. This man is showing pure desperation of how badly he wants to win this match. And now Norman trying to roll up. And now Norman Burgoyne finally, and Norman gets a point. And Norman gets a point on Caleb. And now Caleb is the only man. Oh, Haluva kick! Is the only man who doesn't have a point. Sami Zayn now looking to take the lead, and he does! Sami Zayn takes the lead! You gotta be kidding me! Sami Zayn with a Haluva kick on Caleb to take the lead here. Caleb's just getting pinned by everybody. Yeah, you sure that this is the same guy you think should win Superstar of the Year? I said Rising Star of the Year. Same thing. Oh, and Kevin Owens. Oh, now Kevin Owens takes down Fatu. Kevin Owens to tie it up. Oh, man. And now Norman, look at this. Now Norman's trying to fight off the two Mutiny guys. And now Mutiny ganging up. And now, help me win, Caleb. Help me win. Oh, and a stunner. And Kevin Owens with a stunner. Caleb and Norman trying everything he can to survive. Rolls up Fatu. Rolls up Owens, excuse me. But Fatu breaks it up. And now Caleb. And now Caleb. Caleb taking advantage. Oh, Caleb trying to take advantage of Kevin Owens' stunner. Yeah, he was trying to take advantage of the stunner that was trying to take advantage of the stunner that Owens did. Oh, and there's a gut buster, and that could be it. But Caleb, of course, saving his Mutiny partner. Well, remember, Kevin Owens wants him to help it. Kevin told Caleb to help me win Iron Survivor. That's what he wanted him to do. Oh, and another haluva kick by Zayn. If Zayn scores another fall here, well, that was never going to happen. Well, yeah, that was never going to happen with Mutiny surrounding you, I suppose. And now Sami Zayn with an overhead throw. And now Fatu DDT. And Sami Zayn's got the right idea. Look at this, Sami Zayn. Oh, got to give Sami Zayn credit for that. You've got to give Sami Zayn a lot of bonus points for that. He knew exactly what he was doing. And now Kevin Owens coming into the ring. And now look at this. Oh, and now Kevin Owens coming in the ring with a weapon. And now Kevin Owens trying to use a weapon to his advantage. Springboard DDT. Can Kevin Owens score another fall here? And now look at, oh, again! Wait a minute, again! Kevin Owens again! Kevin Owens again just stunned his partner! Oh, man! Caleb was about to pin Fatu. Yeah, he was about to go after Fatu, but Owens again proving loyalty doesn't matter. Once again says loyalty be damned and tries to pin his own ally again. And Caleb with a clothesline. Does this man not care about his own allies? This shows you that Kevin Owens, that just shows you the kind of man. That just shows you the kind of man Kevin Owens is. He doesn't care about partnerships. He doesn't care about his allies. As long as he wins, it doesn't matter to him. You're definitely right about that, Byron. He has definitely shown in this match he does not care about his own ally, Caleb. As long as he wins the match. As long as he's leaving here with a win, that's all that matters. And now look at Norman trying to take advantage of the situation. Oh, look at that! Norman just snuck in another point. Norman Burgoyne snuck in another point. Norman snuck another point in on Sami Zayn. I gotta give Norman credit for that. He said he will do whatever it takes to win, and that right there was a perfect example of doing whatever it takes. And now an alley-oop bomb. That was the perfect example of doing whatever it takes to win. And now Fatu was looking for his springboard. And look at this, all these guys are just beating the hell out of each other. Sami Zayn. And oh, haluva kick! Oh, look at Norman! Look at Norman trying to steal it! Look at Norman! Oh, man, and Fatu broke it up. Norman, you gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to Norman. Look at us trying to take advantage. Norman, you gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to him. He was willing to steal a win. And now Norman has Fatu on his shoulders. And there's the holy crikey. Will Norman lead this match? Is Norman about to lead this competition? Oh, and Caleb. And Caleb saving it. Oh, man. 5 minutes remaining left on the clock. 5 minutes remaining left. I'm telling you this, whoever scores the next fall between Sami Zayn and Norman Burgoyne, I think they're gonna win. Yeah, you're probably right about that. You're probably right about that, Gail, because I don't think Kevin Owens has a chance of making a comeback here. And don't get to start about Caleb. He's been the fall guy this whole tournament, this whole match. Now Sami Zayn. And now Sami Zayn trying to take out. And now Kevin Owens. Oh, and now Kevin Owens. Oh, look at this with a DDT, and now look at Norman rolls up Owens to score the final fall. Oh, and Fatu again. This man is like Ultra Instinct. This guy's like Ultra Instinct. He's just there. This man, Jacob Fatu, is like Ultra Instinct. He's just always there. Even when you think you've gotten rid of him, he's just right there to ruin everything. Jacob Fatu's really been a thorn in the side of everybody who's trying to score points. He just comes out of nowhere. And Sami Zayn scores another point. And Sami Zayn now leads. Sami Zayn leads once again. All Sami's got to do now is just hold on for 4 more minutes. That's all he's got to do now. That's all he's got to do. Just hold on for 4 more minutes. And now Norman once again showing his desperation to try and score another point. And now Norman once again rolls him up, and Norman again Norman is just trying to pin everyone. Norman is just trying to pin everyone inside. Oh, and Owens! You have got to be kidding me! Again Owens! Again Owens says loyalty be damned to Caleb. This man does not care about loyalty. And now Norman. Well, you've already said it's every man for themselves, so that's what's going on here. Well, you have said it's every man for themselves. Absolutely, absolutely it's every man for themselves. And now Norman again trying to roll up, and Sami Zayn. Oh, look at this. And now look at Norman. Look at the frustration on Norman. I'm sick of you. Oh, man, Sami Zayn. Well, Sami wants to win this. Norman is getting fed up with everybody stopping his pin attempts. Norman is getting so angered, frustrated that everyone just keeps stopping his pin attempts. A big kick into the corner on Zayn to score another foil. And a kick out. The frustration overload on Norman, and Caleb now with that spinning clothesline. Will Caleb finally score a fall? But Fatu says no, I am not going to allow that to happen. Fatu is the master of breaking up falls. I think I've seen him break up more falls than anybody in this match. He's broken up more falls than anybody in this match. These matches are just chaotic. These matches are just chaotic. I think it's safe to say that Sami Zayn will be leaving this Iron Survivor as the winner. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, because I don't see how Norman or anybody else are going to be getting any more falls after this. And now Norman Norman in desperate mode now, trying to do everything he can to win here. 40 seconds remaining left in this Iron Survivor match. And now look at Sami Zayn using that shovel. Using that shovel as a weapon. And now Sami Zayn, oh wait a minute. Oh, and Fatu! And Fatu with a DDT on Zayn. And Fatu with another point. Well, I don't think that's really going to matter in the end. I don't think that's really going to matter. 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining, and now look at Norman trying to cover. And there it is. Sami Zayn is your winner of Iron Survivor. Dun, 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 dun. Sami Zayn has done it. Sami Zayn is your Iron Survivor winner. Unbelievable. Here is your winner of the Iron Survivor, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn overcoming the odds. Sami Zayn. All the hard work this man has gone through, everything this man has been going through this season has been rough. Having his livelihood threatened, having his family's livelihoods threatened, and now Sami Zayn now has a chance to finally get his livelihood back on track and become NXT champion again. Sami Zayn knows what it means to be NXT champion, and that means Sami Zayn will meet bouncy Javon Evans for the NXT championship. Oh man, that is going to be awesome. What a hard-fought match. Sami Zayn, you deserve this victory. Also, how come when those Pokemon battle you couldn't run away? What do you mean? But what do you mean? Are you saying that you can run away from Pokemon, but if you want to level up your Pokemon, you gotta beat them to gain experience. Certain Pokemon have abilities that can also prevent you from running away, like Shadow Tag. And Pokemon have certain moves that can block you from running away. In your short when you caught the shiny. Oh, you mean the shiny Spinarak? In Legends ZA, that if a Pokemon sees you, you have to run away from them because they will attack you. You have to leave the. You have to. No, your recent shiny. I don't know what you mean. You can run away. You can't. Because sometimes if you run away from a shiny, it will despawn. Scarlet and Violet does prevent that though. In that video where I'm battling Pokemon, that's just a level Finneon up, so it could evolve. That's why I didn't run. And the lantern, and that lantern that was glowing, you can't run from those. You have to either defeat them or catch them. They're like terrestrialized Pokemon. I don't think you can run. I think you can run from them, but sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. After you caught the Finneon, you were going to leave the area, and a Pokemon came up to you and you battled them. I was asking, why didn't you run? Because I was defeating them to gain experience for Finneon to evolve. I was going to leave to find a rare candy, because rare candies can spawn throughout the map. I was originally going to leave and find a rare candy that would spawn that can spawn in different areas, but then I changed my mind, and then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I'll just defeat a couple of wild Pokemon. That's what I was doing. And here comes Lita. The following contest is set for one fall, making her way to the ring, WWE Hall of Famer Lita. Well, Lita has shown a new sign of arrogance over these last several weeks. This new attitude of Lita, all because she is still bitter over what Trish Stratus did to her 3 years ago. I mean, the fact that Lita is willing to go that far to hold a grudge that's been going on for 3 years is absolutely insane to me. Oh, it's time to rock and roll. And her opponent from Toronto, Canada, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. And also think of it like this: I didn't want the video to be short. So I guess I was just padding out the time just so that I didn't have to upload the video as a short. So you could also maybe use that as an excuse to why I didn't run. But also battling Pokemon can get you experience. So and here we go, these two Hall of Famers. The history between Trish and Lita is, well, it doesn't need to be explained. Oh, absolutely not. These two started out in the Attitude Era. These two girls came in during the peak of pro wrestling, the Attitude Era. Lita was already a pro wrestler. She was already a well-known, experienced pro wrestler, while Trish, was inexperienced. Trish Stratus is the definition of what was the beginning of the term a homegrown talent, who basically started in developmental. Well, remember, there was no developmental back then. You got to remember, there was no developmental back then. Trish had to learn as she was going. Exactly, she had to learn things the hard way. There was no performance center. There was no developmental. There was nothing for all the younger stars coming in during that time. So Lita had to take bumps and learn things the hard way. She started out as a manager for the late and now soon-to-be Hall of Famer Andrew Martin Test, and Albert, now known as coach trainer Matt Bloom. And Lita, she was a part of Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys. Hey, Isabel. Oh, I'm doing all right. Yeah, and Trish and Lita would just bond in quite a bit of would bond over time as long-time rivals. He got picked up, cool. Yeah, these two would go on to become bitter rivals and also friends over the years. But now it seems like this rivalry between two longtime Hall of Famers has been ignited once again, all over an incident that happened 3 years ago. Thank me. Oh, I think Lita is just holding on to a grudge at this point. I think Lita is just holding on to a grudge at this point. Trish has moved on from it. The fans have moved on from it. Oh, but Lita seems like she hasn't. And Trish with the Bulldog. I understand now why you did it, to get XP on your Pokemon. Yeah, I did it to get XP. So if I had rare candies and if I had like XP candies and rare candies, I wouldn't have had to have done it. I wouldn't have done it. But because I was desperate because I needed experience points to evolve it, I had to battle the Pokemon. And now the back and forth between these two arch rivals. And now look at the back and forth here. Who's going to gain the advantage in this? Oh! Neither woman did. Neither woman got the lead. Oh, went for the Trish kick. Well, you have to remember, Trish and Lita were the first ever women to main event a Monday Night Raw. Yeah, and who won that? Lita. Oh, DDT. And Lita with the DDT. That could be it. And Trish kicks out. And Lita was the one that won that very first main event, defeating Trish Stratus to become the WWE Women's Champion. And Lita, and now Lita has the advantage over, and now Lita with the advantage. And now Lita slowly now starting to wear down Trish Stratus. And this is where Lita can become incredibly dangerous. You know, Lita has all, on the pre-show, Lita also revealed another reason to why she is so resentful towards Trish Stratus. She said that, hey, I have had to put over younger talent. I've been having to fight on Evolve, and I've been putting over young talent. What has Trish Stratus been doing? Winning matches and winning championships. Lita thinks it's ridiculous. Oh man, that Trish can win championships and win matches while Lita has to do the polar opposite of that. So you can pretty much say Lita thinks that there is bias going on. Oh, and Trish is being protected. And now Lita looking to end this here. Looking to end this, looking for the Lita Soul. Oh, and Trish moves. And Trish moves and avoids. Oh, DDT. And there's the Bulldog. Thank me kick. And there's the thank me kick. Covers Lita for the win. And Lita kicks out at 2. And this is the kind of match you'd expect from two bitter, long-time rivals. There, this is the type of match you'd expect from two women who go a long way through pro wrestling. They went through different eras. They ended up in the ruthless aggression era. Both retired around about 2006, 2007. First time they retired. Yeah, you should say their first retirement because they keep coming back. Oh. Trish Stratus's first retirement match was, of course, against Lita, when Lita was the women's champion, and Trish Stratus would defeat Lita by using the sharpshooter in Canada. And now Trish. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, speaking of the sharpshooter, speaking of which, and there it is, the sharpshooter. Shades of Unforgiven 2006. Trish with the sharpshooter on Lita. Is Lita gonna tap out? Shades of Unforgiven 2006. Is Lita gonna tap? Is Lita gonna tap out just like she did at Unforgiven 2006 during Trish's first retirement? A little bit of a nice little callback there. A nice callback there, and now Trish Stratus with a neck breaker version of the Twist of Fate. That could do it. Will this be enough to finish off Trish? And Trish hangs in there again. And Lita, you can see the frustration starting to show on the face of Lita. Ah! I'm better than you! And now Trish. And now Trish fighting back. Oh, and there's the Bulldog. Man, oh man, what an instant classic we are witnessing here between these two women. And Lita showing no signs of giving up either. Both women not willing to give an inch. Both women not willing to give up. Both of these Hall of Famers have their pride on the line. Yeah, you can say both Hall of Famers have a lot of pride. And oh man, and Trish had something in mind, but Lita showing her ring smarts. Well, both of these women have ring smarts. Both of these women are prideful. They're both prideful Hall of Famers. And now Lita, and now Lita with the DDT, and that will do it. And there's the DDT, hooks the leg of Trish to win this match. And Lita, and Trish kicks out again. Nah! How the hell did Trish kick out? Now look at this. Oh, look at this now, Lita. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Get your feet on the ropes. What? And the referee was not going to let this classic end like that. Yeah, there's no way the ref was going to let this classic end like that. Oh, and there's the Trish kick. And Lita gets caught with the Trish kick. And now Trish sees the opening. Stratus faction, and there's the Stratus faction on Lita, hooks the leg. And Trish gets the win over Lita. Oh, it's time to rock and roll. Wow, what a war. And Trish emerges victorious. Here is your winner, Trish Stratus. Wow, what a back and forth battle between these two Hall of Famers, and all out war between two long-time rivals and Hall of Famers. A big win there for Trish. And hard fought too, and Lita from behind! What a sore loser is Lita. Now Lita from behind attacking Trish. What a this is a sore loser action by Lita. And now a twist of fate to Trish Stratus. Lita being a sore loser. She lost this match fair and square, and now she's being a total sore loser. And now, oh wait a minute. Lita's got a steel chair. What the hell has she got a steel chair for? And now Trish getting back to her feet. And oh, the steel chair right across the head. Steel chair right across their head, and now look at this, and now Lita is placing the chair on the rib cage of Trish Stratus. Oh no, 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 no! And the Lita salt in the chair on Stratus. I'm better than this bitch. Lita, being a sore loser, was not willing to accept this loss. Lita showing her mean streak here. Showing an absolute mean streak. You suck, you suck, you suck. Kiss my ass. Ladies and gentlemen, standing with me by this time, we're backstage with Steven. He's got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, standing with me by this time are the Season 7 Tough Enough winners, Ian Kastovitz and Mika Satunomo. Ian, Mika, congratulations on winning the 7th season of Tough Enough. The two of you have your NXT contracts. How excited are the two of you, as you two now are the winners of the 7th season of Tough Enough? Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm from Poland. You know, Poland never got pro wrestling, and to see that you know, Poland never got a chance to see professional wrestling, and for me and my sister to come all the way from Poland to get this opportunity means a lot to me. And winning and winning Tough Enough means the world to me. It's definitely an honor. Mackie? It's an honor for me too to win Tough Enough. I grew up watching Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi, and all the great Japanese wrestlers, all those great Joshi females who paved the way for Joshi wrestling. And now that I have this contract, this was all that I ever dreamed for the chance to perform in front of the NXT universe. Well, congratulations to the both of you. Well, congratulations to the both of you on winning Tough Enough. We look forward to seeing the two of you eventually debut on NXT TV. Thank you. Thank you. Ian Kaspovitz and Mika Satunomo, the Season 7 Tough Enough winners. Congratulations to them. El Grande Americano! Ole! 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 Well, there comes the man who became #1 contender for the North American Championship. Is this the original El Grande or the other one? I think this is the one with Ludwig Kaiser under it. How do you know it's Ludwig? It's clearly obvious it's Ludwig. The following contest is set for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing first, representing Mutiny, El Grande Americano. That's how you know it's Ludwig Kaiser, because Ludwig Kaiser is a part of Mutiny. I don't believe that for a second. I think something has happened to poor old Ludwig. Oh, please. And introducing next, he is the NXT North American Champion, Super Sean Legacy. You know, Gail, you argued earlier at the start of the show that Caleb Peterson should win the Rising Star, yeah? Well, my pick is that man, Super Sean Legacy. Why? Care to explain, Byron? Absolutely. I mean, Sean Legacy won the Evolve Championship. He ended up winning the Evolve Championship from Jackson Drake. And then soon after that, he would eventually become WWE Speed Champion. And now here he is now as North American Champion. He's won 3 different titles. He's won 3 different titles in one season. And I think that is good enough to be the rising star of Season 12. Well, I respect your opinion, Byron, but I still think Caleb should be the winner of it, mainly because of how incredibly he has been since leaving Randall. Well, regardless, the end of the year awards will begin after the season comes to an end, when the season wraps up. But right now, Super Sean and El Grande Americano, whoever this is under the mask, are going to be competing for the North American Championship. I wonder what Kelly thinks of the threat that Isabel gave on SmackDown this past Friday. Because Isabel appeared on SmackDown and made it very clear that Patrick is coming back. He will be coming back incredibly soon, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be hell to pay for Kelly, since she's now openly admitted that she orchestrated that car accident on the CEO. Well, and let's also not forget, she also orchestrated a 3-on-1 beatdown on Isabel on NXT by getting Tracy Lara, Sarah Ponting, and Big Tiff to all gang up on her in an unfair 3-on-1 situation. I don't think Kelly would be sweating in the slightest. How could you say that? How could you say that, Gail? Kelly tried to run another man over. Kelly tried to end another man's life. Do you think Patrick is just going to let that slide? You think Patrick's just going to let it slide that Kelly tried to end not only his life, but his career? Does he really have a career, though? He's just the boss of our company. But that's the point, Gail. She tried to take him out of the picture. She tried to end his life. That should not go unpunished. And now Sean Legacy now starting to build up momentum. He's in control here, Frankensteiner, and now Super Sean continuing to wow and impress the NXT universe. Well, El Grande Americano better figure something out quickly, otherwise he will be going back to Mutiny empty-handed. Super kick to Legacy and a kick out by El Grande. And now Sean Legacy. And now Sean Legacy sees his chance. He was looking for the shambles. And now El Grande. And El Grande Americano dropping Legacy. He was looking for the shambles. And now Americano heading up top. The Americano headbutt. And that could be it. And Legacy holds on. Almost a new North American champion, and the North American Championship could have gone into the camp of Mutiny. Oh, look at this. Oh. Nice butterfly. Nice butterfly overhead by El Grande. Man, oh man, what a tremendous show this has been thus far. What a tremendous show this has been thus far. Sami Zayn overcoming the odds and winning the Men's Iron Survivor. Trish Stratus winning a classic against her longtime rival Lita. And now this match. This show has been full of intense matches. And now Super Shawn Legacy now building momentum, starting to mount a comeback, looking to hopefully maybe put away El Grande here. Super Shawn off the top rope. Oh, went for a Phoenix Splash. Oh, well, his name is not Seth Rollins. Oh, and look at that. Oh, Shawn Legacy put his foot on the rope and the referee noticed it. Good eyesight there by the official. Good eyesight there by the official. Otherwise, Super Shawn Legacy might have gotten robbed there. And now El Grande trying to roll up. Oh, trying to roll up Super Shawn, and Shawn able to kick out. And now Legacy kicks the leg, and now traps El Grande in a roll up. Oh, so close. And now a clothesline. And another clothesline. And now Super Shawn is feeling it. And now Shawn Legacy starting to feel it. Let's go! And now Legacy starting to feel it. Hooks the leg again of El Grande, but El Grande again kicks out. Well, it's going to take more than that to keep down. Oh, the man under the mask of Americano, whoever the hell this guy even is. And now gets caught into a Spanish fly. El Grande just got caught into a Spanish fly. Oh, so close again. Oh, that was close. And now Super Shawn now sees his opportunity. Shawn Legacy has El Grande right where he wants him. And there it is. The Shambles. And Americano is now in shambles. And Legacy gets the win. I saw someone that said they wanted Asuka win, but they understand that Bayley did because AJ may not be able to handle Asuka's strong style. But AJ said she wanted, but AJ listed them as her dream opponents. AJ literally listed the Kabuki Warriors as dream opponents. So I think she can handle Asuka's style. If she knew she couldn't handle Asuka's style, she wouldn't have said Asuka is one of her dream opponents. Did that guy not pay attention to who she said who her dream opponents were? So no. So no. Full of shit. No, I think it's WWE think AJ can't handle Asuka's strong style. I think it's Triple H who thinks that. Well, AJ listed them as her as a dream match. Excuse me, Cassie. Hello. I know you're not defending your title tonight, but how do you feel about it? But how do you feel about just being on the show in a backstage capacity? Look, I understand that, you know, I can't get on the card every show, but it's really ironic that I'm not on the show tonight because Kelly Kelly clearly doesn't want me to wrestle. I mean, can I blame her? I have overcome every obstacle she has tried to throw at me. She's thrown every obstacle at me, and I've overcome it all. I've overcome every obstacle that she tries to throw in my way. So instead of just trying to think of a new obstacle for me to overcome, she's just like, no, I just won't let her wrestle. I mean, if the real deal was also champion, I could probably see why she wouldn't want me to wrestle either. Hey Zay, congratulations on your on finally snapping that losing streak. I know Kelly Kelly is so mad about it. You know, it's always so much fun to just see Kelly Kelly get so mad when things don't go her way. I know what you mean. Hey, how are you feeling after that attack from Lucy? I'm feeling fine. She's just a sore loser who just couldn't handle losing. And Cass, I think, remember, I was the first person to win that, and I personally think I would like another chance to recapture that. Well, Zeta, you can name the time and place. I'll be more than ready to defend this title against you, even against my friends. I'll be more than willing to defend my title. You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea, since the two of you are besties and really close friends. I think that is my next course of action. So next week on NXT, Cassie, you will defend your title against Zeta Steel. Since you two are friends, and since the both of you don't like me, I'm going to force the two of you to fight. Well, Zeta seemed to be down about the match. So, have fun. Oh, should you be more concerned about what Patrick's going to do to you when he comes back? Oh. Zeta, I will deal with him when that time comes. Get ready to be unemployed. Another classic Kelly Kelly maneuver, forcing two friends to fight each other. Well, Zeta was open to it. They were both open to the idea of wrestling each other. Well, here we go. It's now time for the Evolve Women's Championship. Nice to see Zeta Steel congratulating Cassie Fairbanks on her engagement. This following contest is for the Evolve Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger, being accompanied by Natty Neidhart, Carmen Petrovic. Carmen Petrovic ready to win the Evolve Women's Championship. But it's not going to be easy. Her opponent is Rachel Pierce. But Patrick, should someone with the injury AJ has be facing someone like Oscar who has a stiff style, well, AJ Lee can handle it, man. AJ was in War Games. Isn't that dangerous? Yeah, technically. if AJ can't handle someone who wrestles stiff, then she shouldn't be wrestling. You got to be ready for everything. I've said the same thing about Alexa Bliss. If she can't handle stiff moves and taking nasty bumps, then you shouldn't really be wrestling. You got to be ready to put your body on the line and sacrifice it for the fans. You got to be ready to sacrifice your body to entertain the crowd. I've said that about Alexa Bliss too. If you're not willing to put your body on the line and also be in the ring with stiff competition, then you shouldn't really be a pro wrestler. AJ even told Stephanie McMahon that she's not athletic. She told Stephanie that on her podcast. She said, "I'm not athletic at all." She said she's not an athlete. She never did athletic competition. And she's a pro wrestler. Someone who's not even an athlete is a pro wrestler. So what does that tell you? I love that. I love how they were on the. I love how Natty was on the apron, attacked her, and she didn't, and just missed her, even though that clearly hit her. That was so weird. And also, didn't AJ take a steel chair shot by Becky Lynch? I think that also proves that she's willing to put her body on the line. Oh, but that was a weak little chair shot. Becky was being very, very gentle. And now look at Carmen. Oh. And now look at Natalia. And now look at Natty Neidhart. Oh! Oh, look out! Oh, man! And both Carmen and Natty go flying. Oh, and look at this! And Rachel taking out Natty. Natty trying to run an interference, but Pierce taking her out of the equation. And now Carmen taking advantage. After Rachel was spending a lot of time worrying about Natty. Oh, and there's the piercing! And Rachel with the piercing on Petrovic to retain, and Petrovic kicks out at 2. Rachel's patented finishing move was not enough to put Carmen Petrovic away. And now a huge splash off the top covers Petrovic to retain her championship, and Petrovic kicks out again. And now look at Natty again on the apron, and Rachel again taking out Natty. Rachel is focusing a bit too much on Natty, in my opinion. Oh, wait a minute now. Look at Carmen now rolling up. Rachel is worrying a little bit too much about Natty. She should be focusing on Carmen. And Carmen with a pop-up punch to the face. Oh, and Rachel. Well, I think Rachel is just trying to make sure it's even, and Natty doesn't try anything funny to try and give Carmen an unfair advantage. And now Rachel from behind trying to roll up Petrovic, and a kick out. And now Rachel. Oh, and Carmen with a kick right to the face. And Carmen with a stiff kick right to the face of Rachel, and a kick out. And that could be all she wrote. And there it is, the Petrolizer! And there's the Petrolizer on Pierce! Petrovic is the new Evolve Women's Champion! here is your winner and new Evolve Women's Champion, Carmen Petrovic. And Carmen Petrovic with that knockout kick she calls the Petrolizer. And Carmen with the victory over Rachel Pierce and becomes the new Evolve Women's Champion. Congratulations, Carmen Petrovic. This is her first singles championship. She's a former tag team champion with Maxine, but tonight she wins her first singles championship. Big congratulations to Carmen. Yeah, we can, Isabel. I love you too, Isabel. I went out to get a drink. That's why I took a while to answer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. The Women's Iron Survivor. Who is going to emerge victorious? Will it be Xena, April Johnson, Bailey, Lucy Wright, or Lena Reed? Well, I'll tell you this much: these five girls are going to go to war. And I can tell you this much: these girls all want to win and get the chance to meet Red Velvet for the NXT Women's Championship. The following contest is the Women's Iron Survivor. Making her way to the ring, representing Mutiny, the role model, Bailey. Well, Bailey vowed to win this. She said she wanted to be the role model for everyone. She wants to be the role model for everybody. I can't stand this new Bailey. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Byron, this Bailey doesn't like you. Yeah, this Bailey has called me an idiot on more than one occasion. Well, that's because you are one. Oh, that's very nice of you. Dun, 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 dun. And introducing next, and introducing next, she is the sexiest woman alive, Oklahoma's own Lucy Wright. Oh yeah, we are here live in Oklahoma City for our for this big matchup. The home state of good old JR Jim Ross. Yeah, and these Oklahomans are not giving Lucy any respect. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And introducing next, from the Pearl River City, April Johnson, second generation superstar, making her way to the ring, and also the only woman to successfully defeat Hermione Lee during her run as the NXT Women's North American Champion. Yeah, April has made it very clear she wants a shot at the North American Championship, but typical Kelly Kelly is not going to give her one. Sticking the night, I want you in. Hold up the lights, the body in bed. Where's all the bloodlines, the business stay. Now take away your best and no take away this game. Dun, 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 dun. And introducing next, representing Mutiny, Lena Reed. The chosen ones. Dun, 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 dun. Well, Lana Reed's got a huge opportunity here. Well, she hasn't been given a lot of opportunities, but tonight she's got a chance to get one here. Well, Kelly's always been a fan of Lana Reed, but here comes the favorite to win it all. And introducing next from Sydney, Australia, the Thunder from Down Under, Xena. She is the Thunder from Down Under. One of the... Xena. Listen to this ovation for Xena as she makes her way to the ring. Well, there's a reason why she's called the Thunder from Down Under. She has learned the Joshi style. You don't have to be born and raised in Japan to know the Joshi style. Absolutely not. Xena has spent majority of her career in wrestling in Japan, in Stardom, New Japan, Wonder... Oh no! Don't get too hot now, PS4! Oh no! Don't get too hot now! This is... No, Xena's a real person. Oh no! Don't get too hot now! This is the worst time for this to happen. I know it's a hot day today. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. If my PS4 is telling me it's too hot, I'm not continuing. I'm not risking it. I know you may be telling me keep going, but no, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I am not risking it. So, I am not risking it. If my PS4 is telling me it's too hot, I better turn it off. So, we'll just end it there. We will just end it here. Alright? I'll turn it off and let it rest.